Okay, let's go.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Pasensya na kayo guys at ngayon lang ako nakapag-create ng bago kong content. Thank you pala sa mga bago kong subscriber. Welcome to Osofil. At sa mga gusto pong mag-subscribe, just click the button below. And sa mga tao na nagwa-wonder paano kami nakakilala ni hubby ko, just a quick information, nakakilala lang kami sa isang dating site at may mga previous videos na rin ako na ikinanganta ko kung paano at saan kami nakakilala at paano ako nakapunta sa Australia. May mga videos na rin ako na ano yung mga procedures na ginawa ko for visit visa. Actually, until now, I'm still in a visit visa, but it already transformed into bridging visa. So, nag-apply na ako ng partner visa, resident visa dito sa Australia. So, nag-aantay pa ako ng approval sa immigration. Well, just to give you a quick tour, on and before before and after visit visa, may mga major tips ako na ibibigay sa inyo. So nasa sa inyo kung kukuhain yung information na to. This is just an information, this is just a suggestion, and just for information to you guys na hindi ako isang professional isang immigration officer na nagbibigay ng mga information. This is just based on my experience. So, well, major tip number 1 is don't book your air ticket if you haven't received your visa approval. Kasi guys, napakahirap mag-book ng ticket kung hindi pa kayo nabibigyan ng visa approval galing sa immigration officer or kasi pag hindi na approve ang inyong visa at nag-book na kayo ng air ticket, mababaliwala ang binayad nyo. So para lang kayo nag-aksaya ng pera. And next one is book a two-way ticket whatever happens. If you have other plans aside from visit visa. Kung may iba pang kayong plano bukod sa visit visa, or like let's say you want to stay here more in Australia, kasi sa immigration sa airport, tatanungin kayo about sa air ticket nyo kung bakit one way, bakit asan yung return ticket nyo, especially kung visit visa kayo. Yan ang itatanong sa inyo doon sa immigration na dapat meron kayong return ticket, especially pag visit visa kayo. Okay? Next is show money. It has to be 10,000 Australian dollar. Having your passive income or monthly salary income is enough to justify that you have enough funds to sustain your visit. Kasi may mga nagtatanong na kailangan ba nila magdala talaga ng 10,000 Australian dollar or yung mga ganon something. Actually hindi na kailangan kasi ako hindi naman ako nagdala talaga ng 10,000 Australian dollar. Meron lang akong passive income, like yung salary ko na natatanggap doon sa previous company ko na nag-appear doon sa aking bank statement. At wag kang tatanggap ng pera sa labas or doon sa taong nag-sponsor sa inyo at mag-a-appear doon sa bank statement mo. Kasi questionin nila doon sa or baka ma-question ka doon sa immigration, case-to-case basis, na bakit meron kang malaking amount na dumating sa bank account mo. So, ang hirap i-justify. Okay? Having credit card is a plus, but not necessary if you have already debit card where your monthly salary income come in. As I said, it's merely enough which you can use to pay for your stay. So, kung wala ka namang credit card, okay lang, hindi mo naman kailangan yan. Debit card, lahat naman ng establishment dito is tumatanggap ng debit card as a means of payment. So, that's enough. Okay? And next one is sponsorship letter. It makes your visa genuine because details of someone's inviting you are written. So, yung nag-sponsor sa inyo, having the sponsorship letter is big factor kasi it makes your visit to Australia genuine and kasi nandun lahat yung details niya passport, address, contact number, etc. na importante. Next one is your intent letter or itinerary letter. Yeah, kailangan mo yun na nakaka-address sa immigration, home affairs na you are traveling to Australia, having these details from your sponsorship, and this may itinerary, mention mo, Opera House, Darling Harbour. Kailangan alam mo yun at kailangan memorize mo ang iyong itinerary kasi otherwise pag natanong ka sa immigration na anong gagawin mo dito, ano yung mapupuntahan mo, so mas maganda na yung memorize mo yung mga places. Company letter with sign and stamp that they're allowing you to travel. Yes, kailangan mo talaga ng letter galing sa company na may stamp, na may sign, na ina-allow ka ng company mo na mag-travel to Australia for how many months in duration, tapos yung comeback ticket, comeback date, kailangan naka-mention yun doon. Kahit hindi ka na babalik, basta kailangan meron doon, naka-state. Kasi kailangan yun, company letter mo is kasama to sa sasubmit mo sa visit visa application mo. So, details should be complete. Keep everything in secret or private, or otherwise, if you really want, just relate to some close to your heart. Ang hirap kasi sa mga tao, minsan sobrang excited sila sa mga nangyayari sa buhay nila, let's say yung mga applications, mga ganito na ang hirap kasi malaman ng, well, nasa sa'yo yan, nasa sa'yo or kung paano mo i-handle na isang situation. Kung okay sa'yo na malaman nila na hindi ka na-approve sa visa, well, that's fine, pero mas maganda na lang na just to keep secret. If everything is finalized, everything is approved, then tell them na I approved, then everyone is happy. Okay? And on my next blog, I will share with you how I process my partner visa or the visa subclass 801/820. Okay guys, for the meantime, ito muna. And see you. Thank you for watching.